Beyond the presidential primary, the most visible contest in Illinois was the attempt to unseat Democratic Senator Alan Dixon by Carol Moseley Braun and Al Hofeld.
And I will remember who my friends are. Believe me. Thank you very much.
It's sad some of these representatives are watching Anita Hill case. Wasn't that sickening? My wife said during those hearings, this should happen once a year so the public sees what we've got representing us. I mean, it is. I mean, seriously, some of these guys have been there 30 years. They can't even talk. I mean, how can they think? They don't even talk. Huh? Oh, okay. Some guy nudges him, he wakes up. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Cut.
Yeah, cut. I'm dead.
In this case, Mr. President, that means that Judge Thomas is entitled to a presumption of innocence.
I got interested because I'm so strongly pro-choice. And when Dixon voted for Clarence Thomas, that was it, and he had to go immediately. And I think Carol came along as really a qualified candidate. And I think it's really exciting to have a woman candidate who you can support without reservation. And it's very exciting to think about putting a black woman in the Senate, because clearly women don't have enough representation.
It's $280,000 a week to do television. They've been on since Christmas. Right, so, it's like, I just have to run an old-fashioned word of mouth, she's the best candidate kind of campaign, and it seems to be working. All the polls have me right there on Dixon's neck, and they know it. All over the state, the feeling about this candidacy is electric, and it's electric precisely because people know that that this is a watershed election and that it's time for a change. It's time for a change in Illinois. It's time for a change in this country. And the sense is there at whatever level you go, wherever in the state you go, the feeling is there that we can do better than we've been doing. We can make a difference. And I'm running precisely to make that difference. I want to open up the institution. I want to bring to the United States Senate a sense of the diversity and the creativity and the energy that represents all of us. There's something wrong with our system when people are excluded from the highest legislative body in our country.
We want Carol! 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 We want Carol!
I want to remind you all that this race that Carol has chosen to run is not about Carol.
That's right.
This is about us and the fact that we are 8 years from the year 2000. And we're not going over into the 21st century with this excess baggage of discrimination and hopelessness and despair that has affected our people and America as a whole. We're simply not going to do it.
Elevated at night, and try not to drink.
I've been doing that ever since you told me that. Well, I served with Harold Washington in the General Assembly. He promoted me and really took me into the leadership for the first time. That made a big difference because it gave me an opportunity again to serve in the state legislature in a way that I would not have had without him. We go back in the movement to the days when he was coming over into the movement. I was born into the civil rights movement, and Harold came to it, and we were able to work together over the years in behalf of reform government, and so that was real important to me.
How the polls say now? Where do you stand? It's only tomorrow's Monday.
Striking distance of this incumbent. I think we can do this. We can absolutely do this.
Dixon and Hofeld are beating the hell out of each other. They're both losing votes. And the third candidate, who has no resources and really hasn't run much of a campaign, is benefiting from it, not because she's above the fray, but because she's below the fray.
This is the woman about whom they said it couldn't be done, but we're going to do it. Right. So I want to present you with my check here for $1,000.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you that I just talked to Marlo Thomas on the phone, and she is sending you her check for $1,000. You know, we have enemies in the Senate. That means women and, you know, underrepresented groups in general. We have enemies in the Senate. And we have a few people who are not our enemies, but we don't have anybody who's our friend. We don't have anybody who really understands, and that's who Carol is.
The answer, as far as black voters are concerned, is a resounding yes.
Joe, 55% turnout. Congratulations.
For example, look at black voters in Illinois. 3/4 of them, 75%, voted for Clinton. Only 8% went for Joe. And 7% the strongest.
Bill Clinton is winning by a better than 2-to-1 margin. He's also an easy winner in Michigan. Illinois Senator Alan Dixon is locked in the biggest political battle of his long career tonight. He's in a tight race in the Illinois primary. The contest is too close to call.
She's always been a very wonderful young woman. Whatever she started at, she would finish it. She's good at making plans and carrying them out. Even down to putting food coloring in the food and making green potatoes and brown milk.
Yeah, I know. I just want to screw up the shot.
They will not screw up the shot.
All right, let me talk. Let me get Peter. Let me see what's up. Okay?
I mean, people thought going into this election that the Democrats could never pull the disparate factions of their coalition together again. And I think Bill Clinton's showing that he can do that. At least tonight. Wait till next week.
It's unbelievable. It's like, Unbelievable. Okay, this is it. It's done. Yes. Senator.
My dear friends, I have just called my friend Carol Moseley Braun to give her my heartiest congratulations on a great victory. Now let me tell you something. I spent a lifetime in Democratic politics. And I spent that lifetime in Democratic politics playing by the rules. Carol Moseley Braun was an honorable, decent candidate. I won 29 times with grace. And I lose once, thank God, with that same grace. Now, I'm not going to be like poor old Dick Nixon, who said you won't have this guy to kick around anymore. But I am going to tell you this. I had a wonderful public life. I enjoyed every golden, beautiful minute of it. I enjoyed every citizen I knew. I enjoyed every person I served. It was the great privilege and honor of a lifetime to be yours for decades.
Well, you guys need to keep us out too late all the time. You don't get a chance to have any fun.
I want you to have fun. I can tell that. We can tell that. You figure if you're not having fun, nobody else can either. Go forth and have fun.
Is that a Bible right here somewhere?
Kind of.
That's a heavily revised King James.
The new independent.
That's Bo James edition.
Bo James.
Well, Rev, we're going to take some time off. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Where you going?
I know it's a concert.
We both, all the regulars are taking out for a break for a little while.
I'm going to take a day off myself.
Right.
Day and a half, yeah. I'm going to go home.
They whole day and a half.
I'm tired.
No.
Tired?
It's been a long time since I've been in the military. But, you know, I don't want to... Saugus is in Connecticut and Brown's in Wisconsin, so it's back to divide and conquer.
You made this happen. That's right. When they said this campaign was impossible, you said, we're going to do it. When they said you don't have the money, we said in a democracy it's how many votes you got.
The people of Illinois and Michigan sure know how to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.